Check this out, everybody. So go subscribe me at Dino Tommy B Game. Go subscribe me. It's my first video, so be careful. It's gonna be a lot of missing words, probably misspelled words, a lot of facts, a lot of I would say non-facts, just not knowing. But I do know a lot about each team. I do this on a really regular basis. Guess it'd be nice to see my face. Does this on a regular basis. I do smoke. It's okay. Help me get through my day. But thank y'all for watching or even viewing the video. Go subscribe me down there. My name is Dino. Okay. And this is Sports Talk. And I'm starting this YouTube channel because I like to dig into football. I like to dig into basketball, the analytics, the behind the scenes stuff. Basically it's kind of gonna be like a podcast. But I had done my first 2-round mock draft. I've been doing mock drafts since my first year in college back in 2015. And so I came a long way to now do my first 2-round mock draft in 2018. Now, this year is a good year because there's a lot of players. Going into the draft. A lot of draft spots that's going to be taken up by quarterbacks. So this makes this year very, very exciting. Especially I'm a Cowboys fan. So all my Cowboys fans who are watching, go subscribe to my man. Hey, we Cowboys all the way 16 now. But I try not to be biased to my Eagles, my Redskins, and my Giants. I try not to be biased, but sometimes it get hard, big fan of rivals, and I believe in, hey, man, we got to beat our rivals at all costs. But at this point right now, the Giants, the Eagles, you could say the Redskins. I don't really respect the Redskins, but the Giants, Eagles, and the Redskins have been making free agency moves that are working out pretty good, obviously, because year before then, the Giants beat us twice, and now the Eagles have went off and won the Super Bowl. Yeah, so you know how I feel about that right now. But let's dig into this draft. As you know, we have Josh Rosen, Sam Darnold, Baker Mayfield, Josh Allen, Mason Rudolph, Quan Barkley, Darius Juice, Ronald Jones, Calvin Ridley, Christian Kirk, DJ Moore, Hayden Hurst. Keep going. We can go Quentin Nelson, William Hernandez, Colton Miller, Connor Williams, Isaiah Wynn, Mike Glinchey, it is, Brady Chubb. And to me, an unknown player that surprised me is Christian Wilkins. He's in the draft, but nobody's talking about him. Surprisingly, maybe because he had a down year, but I don't think it was too down to where he shouldn't be, in the conversation. At least first round, second round, top pick. But it's okay. I let people sleep. I don't really go off of what Adam Scheffler say or Mel Kiper, them people on TV, because I played football and I played football since I was in 4, so I feel like I know a lot about football, more than Mel Kiper. Even though he's, I guess, studied football. Okay, I work. You feel me? I put in work, and I still do to this day to play football. But on the other hand, to be a great football player to me is being a great coach. And people think different on that, it's okay, cool with me, fine with me. You feel me? You can think different. I'm not the one to hate. You feel me? If it's a dumb thing you say, I'm gonna call it dumb. You feel me? But that don't mean you're wrong. You feel me? Because everybody can be wrong about where players go, how good a player is. It's hard. I've been doing this for a long time, and I'm scouting right now, working on my future. So, hey, I want to start me a little podcast on the video and we all talk about some football. How about that? You feel me? Shit. Let's get down to it, though. So, as we can go through my top 10, I do paper and pencils because I love paper and pencil. I feel like it keeps me, even though I'm not in school, keeps me a little up to date on my writing skills, how to write sentences, stuff like that. You feel me? I love to write. I can write stories. And I do it on a regular basis too. Which most people don't know about. So mock draft 3.0. It's my third one, but my first one doing 2-round mock draft. As you can see, I have the Browns drafting Saquon Barkley out of Penn State, number one. Now, a lot of people say they should go quarterback first. A lot of people. And I don't disagree with them going quarterback because we're talking about the Browns. But they got a quarterback who can be the man for 2 to 3 years. And Tyrod Taylor. Tyrod Taylor can play, and I have faith in Tyrod Taylor that he can get the job done with the weapons they have now. But I don't think they're going to be successful, the Browns, if they don't get a running back, an elite running back. When the last time have they have one? There's not many. So I have them going to Saquon Barkley, and I have the Browns making a push for the playoffs if they get Saquon Barkley and able to hit on the rest of the draft defensively wise, as adding safeties, corners, linebackers, you know, or help the defensive line, the interior defense, because as of right now, look like Maurice Hurst is going to fall. Okay. Look like Maurice Hurst is going to fall into the second round. So with that being said, that'd be a great pickup for them. Less money too. They'll have to pay for them. So let's go to the second one. Like I said, I don't be biased to my rivals. And honestly, I don't believe the Giants can make it happen with Eli Manning in the future or this season coming up. But I do believe if you was to give him an offensive line, Quenton Nelson to me would make that offensive line above good. If you understand that. Above good. Not great because Trey Flowers is not that good of a tackle. But you give an Eli Manning, Quenton Nelson, who can block the interior. Eli Manning can step up into the pocket and make throws to Odell. And if Brandon Marshall gonna play again, I don't know. Who cares though? But ultimately, I do feel like other than drafting Quenton Nelson, I do feel like drafting a quarterback like Josh Rosen, Sam Darnold is the best option. Because to me, Eli Manning would even be on my team this year. I'm sorry. He'd be traded. I've been trading to the Bills. Like, hey, take this QB right here. Give me that 12 or that 21st pick. I'll be trading Eli for the 21st pick. Period. And Josh Rosen. But I'm going to have them go offensive lineman and get an offensive lineman who's going to be in the league for 15, 16, 17 years. In fact, you know? And you look at the Cowboys for Zach Martin. If I was a Giant, I'm like, come on now, we can beat the Cowboys in every other fashion, but offensive line and running back. So get your offensive line, secure that. You got Jonathan Stewart. That's your ground and pound. You can draft another running back in the second round. They can make it happen. So I got them going. Quenton Nelson, second pick. And I'm outside. I'm sorry if you hear people in the background. So my next pick would be Jets getting Josh Rosen. Now the Jets getting Josh Rosen would be the best thing for the Jets. I mean, to me, they got everything to be successful. They can still add wide receivers in the later draft, like second round, third round to help out, or a tight end to help out. So Josh Rosen is the man there. No brainer. To me, Josh Rosen is the best, most polished quarterback in the draft, and I'm not just saying that because they say that on TV. Okay, so the next pick I got the Browns, and to me, Browns can be the biggest winner in this draft. Period. Because the Browns have the first 4 pick, they can go quarterback and have their quarterback for the future, the season. Throw him in whenever you want to throw him in, you can do it. You can make the transition. I think you're going to be successful either way because he has a running back he can hand the ball off to. And then you have a wide receiver on the outside who you can throw to it as many times as you want to, and he can make a play. Jarvis Landry, Josh Gordon, Corey Coleman in the slot. It should be hard to deal with these boys. If they was to get a running back like Saquon Barkley in the backfield with a third down running back like Darian Duke Johnson, where the his name is. And so yeah, so Sam Darnold will be that man, and it'd be nasty playing against the Browns team with a quarterback now and weapons. Quit playing with him. And so next, and this could turn the tide for the Broncos going into the future, trying to make another Super Bowl run. Cause think about it, first Super Bowl run they had DeMarcus Ware, and they had Von Miller, and they had them two cornerbacks back there, Keith Talib and all them, Danny Terage and that linebacker. They was loaded. To me, if they add Bradley Chubb on the other side of Von Miller looking at a 15-plus year sack. No doubt about it. And Bradley Chubb probably looking at a 9 to 8 sacks. I think they can get that Bradley Chubb on the other side of Von Miller. I think the defense should be back and add more safety and depth in the third round. And I believe quarterback would be the second round for them. Might going to his turn. And so then we got the Colts. The Colts getting Darius Juice, and a lot of people, a lot of my friends, they argue with me against that. They don't think Darius Juice is top 20 running back and stuff like that because they didn't put a little ranking out saying that Darius Juice is not a top 20 player. Okay. Just because he might say, Mel Kiper might say he's not a top 10, top 20 player in this draft and ranking wise, doesn't mean he's not one of the best players in this draft. One of the most gifted running backs in this draft, just like Saquon Barkley. I don't think Saquon Barkley is that ahead of this boy because this boy can run a different style. He's got more power to him, you know? So I got the Colts and Derrick Juice. They lost a running back. They need a running game. They can go O-line, but I feel like they can get O-line in a later draft and trade up. And I think that would take the pressure off for a quarterback. And I said again, just like the Browns, the coach is really in the same situation. Quarterback, they got wide receivers. Line's not really that good, can't protect them, but they can't run the ball at all. So why not go get you a running back while you can, a top running back, and then continue working on the line? Because Andrew Luck is most likely not going to play this year anyway. So why just not go draft the pieces that is needed so when Andrew Luck is coming back, he'd be back on the money like he was doing. But even with a better team because he now have an outstanding running back. Okay. Now this boy done moved up the board from being 19th at the Cowboys to all the way number 7. And Tampa Bay love drafting Florida kids. Kids out of Florida State, kids coming out of Florida. Tampa Bay is bound to draft you because they're not dumb. Okay, add Derwin James back there, it would solidify their problems. I think in the defensive back area, even though Vernon Hargreaves still is a work in progress, he's still a player that you can put in a rotation. He's not a bust. Okay, and so then I have basically Tampa surprising people, grabbing Derwin James, and Mika Fitzpatrick surprising people by going to the Bears. And now I feel like the Bears defense was already there. If they was to add a dynamic player who can play cornerback and who can come down, play safety, play in the box, go deep, add him into the mix, he can play all over the field and help out that defense, help out Floyd, help out, Fuller. I believe they got Fuller back. Help them boys out. But on the other side, Bears could go offensive line, help out Mitch Trubisky and give him weapons. They gave him Crabtree. Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. Looks good. So number one wide receiver, you can throw him the ball, he's gonna catch it. Now let Sherman guard him. Lockdown. But added defense, the defense win championships, and that's how they gonna win. And that's how they won in the past was defense and a good offense. They got a. I seen Trubisky. I ain't gonna call him a great quarterback, but that boy is nice, and he could have been up there in the storylines with Jared Goff and all them boys, but he played for Chicago, man. So really, they could go offensive line. This ain't my first one. I had them go offensive line before. I had them going Calvin Ridley. I think Minka Fitzpatrick. If he's there, you gotta take the best player available. Quentin Nelson is gone. You gotta take the best player available, and that's Minka Fitzpatrick. 49ers, this would be a huge upgrade for them. Huge. Even though they have some of the most holes in the team than any team in the league, I believe. I had them going to get Calvin Ridley. That's a playmaker. A, a day one playmaker to help Jimmy Garoppolo and that offense from what had happened in the last 5 games, which I don't really just go off the team last 5 or go off the whole 16 games of the season. Okay, Calvin Ridley will keep that offense on the field and will put touchdowns on the board. They need help at running back, but Calvin Ridley will be that guy for them at number 9. And Raiders, I got them going Roquan Smith. That's another dog to be out there with Khalil Mack, Bruce Irvin, and all them boys out there. They really need to help out the DBs. I could see them going to get Denzel Ward, but I'm not a big fan of Denzel Ward. And as you see on my draft board, he's not going in the top 16, top 20 in my board because it's a coverage thing, and I don't think they have the pieces around to go coverage. It's more of, I think, man / zone coverage type scheme they should go into. And that's just me personally. I'm not a nigga that you will see on ESPN or anything like that. I would love to be on ESPN. It's my dream goal. So this is just me personally. I do my own homework, do my own drafting process. I does it all myself. And I think Roquan Smith is one of the best linebackers in this class. He's very outstanding. He's very powerful at the point of contact. And that can be dangerous. I mean, coming through the middle with Khalil Mack. And too many times the running back gonna want to keep bumping his head. You feel me? Or that offense line gonna keep bumping their heads, or that quarterback gonna keep getting smacked. Ain't gonna happen. They're gonna start causing turnovers. And that's what Roquan Smith can do for the Raiders, which they need to get the defense off the field and putting the ball back in Derek Carr's hands. Okay, so on to the next pick. Next pick I got. I got Dolphins taking Tremaine Edmonds. Hey man, they need more talented on defense. Kiko Alonso can't be the only one out there. Raekwon Million is coming back this year, but you really don't know what he's going to be and how much he's going to produce. So it's a no-brainer to take the best man on the board. They could go backup quarterback like the Bills and go get Josh Allen and groom him under Ryan Tannehill just in case Ryan Tannehill doesn't make it throughout the season. But I think they strengthen up their defense and they go Tremaine Edmonds. Bills, I got going Josh Allen because it's a no-brainer. They want a quarterback and they're more likely going to trade up into this board. So these boards is going to change. This is just this at this moment, this day, this time, this week, this month draft board. Mock draft. Josh Allen would probably go higher. I believe if Bills trades up, according to where they trade to, Josh Allen would be going in the top 10. And so Redskins are my next one. So you know how I feel about my rivals, but I couldn't be biased. I try to be more professional with this. And so I got Redskins taking Vita Vea. And that right there to go along with, I believe they got a D tackle out of Alabama last year. to go along with him, that's just a dangerous front for any offensive line in the league, let alone my Cowboys. I mean, Travis Frederick and them, they Pro Bowls. We got one of the greatest line, but you know, can't be great all the time. If Vedetta can make some things happen, can cause some disruption, especially to Dak, where he's Dak, as you can tell, he can get a little jumpy back there and throw bad passes. So on to my next pick. My next pick is Josh Jackson. And I watch Josh Jackson, and I really liked him. I liked his athletic ability. I liked his footwork. I liked it how he attacked the ball, cover. To me, to me, these cornerbacks, it's really no separation between the first through the first five cornerbacks, ranked cornerbacks. Let me show you what my cornerback rankings was. Now that I have it right here. My ranking, I had Jair. I don't really take it as Jair Alexander is the best corner. Isaiah Oliver is right there. Josh Jackson is right there. And to me, that's really the top three. Mike Hughes would be at 4. Duke would be right there at 5. And I think Mike Hughes and Duke is right there. But I really like Duke, and I feel like he's slipping down the board, and he's going to be a sleeper. Last few years, Florida cornerbacks have, they have not produced well, mainly because we didn't expect them. They look so good on tape. Their footwork looks so nice. I'm talking about, I call it cornerback heaven over there in Florida. It's cornerback heaven because them boys, they look nice. Technique, fundamentals. They're getting some good coaching over there. If I play cornerback right now, if I have the chance, I'm a big Sooners fan coming off from OU, but other than Sooners and Notre Dame, I'll be over there in Florida. I'll be a Gator. Because they teaching them boys, they got something in the water. And this boy might be the one to actually be what we thought these cornerbacks was going to be. From Vernon to Quincy to I can't think of the other. Tease Tabor, which was we was thought was better than Vernon. The first year with Vernon was a more vet. You feel me? It's more polished. And then Tease Tabor and Quincy Williams, okay, they ball hawks. They get to that ball. They play man coverages. They own it. They technique. They footwork. They're not really beat. They never is really beat. This boy Duke Johnson ran a 4. I want to give him a 4.3. I think he ran a 4.34 or 4.43. Somewhere in that range. Vernon Hargraves, Quincy Wilson, and T.J. Tabor, they ran 4.5, 4.6, and 4.7. That's very slow. Especially if you put on the film work, it don't match up. From the speed to the film work, it didn't match up, but they look so technique, they look so polished. How could you not, take a chance? And I think Duke Johnson might be taking a backlash from that because Tease Tabor, Quincy Wilson, and them, they haven't really worked out in the NFL right now. It's still getting developed, and I think they still can be great players and great assets to teams and defenses that win championships. Okay, so I think Duke Johnson, to me, he's the biggest sleeper out of all these corners. And I think one of these teams, like the Patriots, would be a team to draft him. And I think that would be a steal, just like Malcolm Butler. They do great work over there with cornerbacks at the Patriots. And I think getting him coming from where he comes from, it's not like going to Tampa Bay. It's not like going to Detroit. Like, those not really teams that has been great teams, especially on the defensive side, RDB, position. And so Patriots, to me, would be a great team to get Duke Johnson, and we'll be seeing Duke Johnson on Sundays making plays. And so let's get back to the ranking. I'm already like this, so I don't know about y'all. So I have Josh Jackson going to the Packers. They give him 2 cornerbacks now that can lock up, that's going to, learn from each other, learn from their experience. Really, they could probably go offensive lineman, which would probably be, the best option. like William Hernandez going to Arizona. I don't think Arizona is going to go get Lamar Jackson at 15 because Lamar Jackson to me is 2 to 3 years away from being a starting QB. I ain't gonna say I'm a great, but a starting QB, I think he need time. Kind of like with Russell Wilson, but Russell Wilson accuracy is way different. And so at number 16, I got the Ravens getting Kirk Cousins. And I said Kirk Cousins. Christian Kirk. To me, Joe Flacco, he moved into elite status the year they went to the Super Bowl and beat the 49ers. To me, that Super Bowl run from a quarterback was one of the best quarterback Super Bowl runs I have seen other than Tom Brady. Other than Tom Brady, the best QB playoff run I have seen was that year. You could say the defense and how great the defense was with Ray Lewis and all them boys. All right, go ahead. I can understand that. But you got to take recognition to what Joe Flacco did do and what he has done with so limited of a roster. After they won the Super Bowl, the whole roster basically left, depleted itself, exited the door, and left none but Joe Flacco. No Ray Rice, no Torrey Smith, no nothing. He has nothing. He's been dealing with a revamp, and he has no Steve Smith anymore. So he get a player like Kirk Cousins over there. It's ridiculous. And I think I got that wrong earlier when I said that Michael Crabtree went to the Bears. He didn't go to the Bears. Allen Robinson went to the Bears. Michael Crabtree went to the Ravens. So you have Crabtree with Christian Kirk. That's a danger with Rashad Breeman. Ravens have no excuses to where they should finish in the year. No excuses. So to me, that's be a no-brainer. Go get you another weapon. They could really go for a running back like Ronald Jones. Now that I think about it. Okay, so we at 17. We're going 17 through 32. Almost done with the first half, and you see who has left the board. There's so many more great players that's gonna be great players in the future. Still left on this mock draft. This is just some of them. This is really some of the rankings I did, and there you can, if you paid attention, you can see all the players that just left on the board. Just left on the board. So let's get back to it. Chargers, I got Chargers grabbing the offensive tackles. I don't know how many years it has been, or has it ever been, that Phillip Rivers had an offensive line. Get him in some protection. He could throw the ball all day. He don't have to do anything else but throw the ball. He got the weapons. The defense is nice. The defense can win games. Defense can shut down and give him back the ball. Go get him an offensive line so he can sit there a half or a second more, a second and a half more, and find who he needs to find to get to find who he needs to find, throw the damn ball. All right, now we're gonna go to the next one. Next one, I got the same thing. It's my same thing I said about Phillip Rivers and Chargers. It's the same thing I'm saying about Seattle. It's ridiculous. Russell Wilson, how many times he been hit? It's ridiculous. Andrew Luck, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So I got Seattle going to get a tackle. Connor Williams. Put him on that left side and let him block for this man. Give my man some more time. He do need help at wide receiver, but as you can see, there's a lot of wide receivers still left on the board that they can go grab second or third round. Now, Dallas, this pick has changed. I'm actually going to change this pick to Rashaan Evans, the middle linebacker, because I'm going to put a star next to it. I'm going to label Maurice Hurst as hurt, as in as in his draft stock is going downfall only because he have a heart condition. Lord bless him, because I will not want that on anybody to be in that type of pain or having that type of illness or whatever it is. I would wish that on no man, nobody, no day at a time in my life. You feel me? So I hope he get better, because to me, Maurice Hurst will transform the Cowboys defense like no other draft pick has done on defense. There has been no draft pick in the last 3, 4, 5 years that they had added to this team that has made an impact. Okay, DeMarcus Lawrence, yeah, he did 15, 14, 13 sacks last year, top of the NFL, one of the tops. All right, I understand it, but that's 1 year he has done that. Where was he at the last 3 years we needed him? All right, so I'm thinking about the future, and I'm trying to help DeMarcus Lawrence continue to be that great player, and I'm gonna go get Maurice Hurst. But since he's falling down, I'm going to go Rashard Evans, since we have lost one of the most consistent players. Consistent. Every game. Rarely misses a game. He's a system player. He know the playbook, everything. Anthony Hitchens. I got his autograph, and I'm grateful to get his autograph while he was the Dallas Cowboys. He went to the Chiefs, so I don't have no bad feelings towards him. Now, I understand his decision because he want to get paid because he has been that player. And I understand him why take a pay cut when you go get paid. Understand. So I got Rashard Evans, the middle linebacker from Alabama, to come and plug and play. Be that Renaud, what's his name? I don't know. McLean. I don't want to say Ronaldo. You feel me? So McLean, this would be a person who can show up every day. Go come to practice, work hard, and wants to win and wants to be successful. Not saying McLean didn't want that. He did want that, but he gave it up. I don't know what happened to my man's. But at Rashard Evans and the linebacking crew, we can go a game missing Sean Lee. I don't want to, but we can go a game missing him, and we're able to be more confident about our linebacking core with Rashard Evans. So that's why I got my Cowboys to go with. Me personally, I've been wanting the Cowboys to get a defense back for the longest. Jalen Ramsey would have looked so nice. Okay? But we're going to continue and get off my Cowboys because I can go all day on them. And so Lions, I had Taven Bryan. And other than Maurice Hurst, Taven Bryan, or in Via Veta, Taven Bryan, to me, he reminds me, I seen the J.J. Watt comparison, and that, you feel me, it touched base with me. All right, I can understand that it's not an over the board comparison. Unlike when I seen Leonard Fournette and Adrian Peterson, I was like, that's ridiculous. But Taven Bryan and J.J. Watt, all right, I'm with that. I say Joey Bosa, the motor, the power, the ability to throw a offensive lineman to the ground. That would be dangerous to go with the Lions, who needs a player like that. Might help out the rest of them. Bengals, I had them going DB, and there go Denzel Ward, the overrated to me player. He's not overrated where you shouldn't take him first round, obviously, but he's overrated to take him top 10, just like the Giants did 2 years ago, drafting Eli Apple. And to me, I'm predicting Eli Apple to be either traded or released next season. So we see how that went. So they go to the next one. We got the Bills. I got them going Arden Key because I believe Arden Key can help them be more fast, able to get to the QB. I think he'll bring that pass rush. He'll bring some of that oomph to that team, some of that shine. I think he's gonna shine over there and be that enforcer to go along with what they already have over there. And I understand if you might expect them to go DB or wide receiver. Wide receiver will be a great addition to the team. But That's what I got them going. I got them helping out the defense because they do play against Tom Brady. And the Rams, even though they look like they're going to sign Ndamukong Suh, might, but if they don't, they still can come down here and get Marcus Davenport, who can come on the other side of Aaron Donald and be a force and take the pressure off of Aaron Donald before he could get to doing what he does best, and that's getting to the quarterback and causing havoc in the backfield. Okay, and so next I got Panthers going Jared Alexander, and they need to help out the defensive back. It was nice, little young pieces, but add a more talented cornerback back there who can take the ball away and maybe take it to the house. When you get the ball, he could be a game changer. And then we got Titans going Sam Hubbard. That's to me to help their pass rush out, help their defense out. Best pick. I won't say the best pick for them because they could go wide receiver, they could go offensive line to even make their offensive line that much great, give them that much depth. They could go running back because there is running backs out there like Ronald Jones, really who might be a smart choice for him. Now that I think about it, because he can come behind Derrick Henry and be that change of pace back. Okay, and so all right, and so Falcons, I got them going. Deron Payne, and this can elevate them back to the playoffs, back to the top of their division. And so that's why I got the Falcons going. The Saints, I got them adding them another gadget player, somebody that is going to be hard for teams to scout against, to game plan against, because they have Alvin Kamara already. You add DJ Moore with Thomas. I think Drew Brees going for another 5,000-yard season, which would be amazing for him and his stats and his career and his Hall of Fame first ballot voting. And so Steelers, look at this. And this was like I said, it's gonna be another one. Of course, the Steelers, Baker Mayfield probably not gonna fall to the Steelers. But I do have the Steelers getting their replacement for Ben Roethlisberger and getting Baker Mayfield. How nice would that be? And Jaguars, they have released both of their top wide receivers from the last couple of years, and now they're going to get a big target wide receiver who can go downfield, who can catch it, short someone that. What's their weekend quarterback name? Something like Blake Bortles, can throw the ball to, give him a big target. You can't miss it, Blake Bortles, with that non-accuracy you have. But they do still keep Marquise Lee, who is a vet in the offense, who's somebody he can trust. And so then I got the Patriots. They need to get tougher. They need to get faster. They need to get stronger. I got them going Harold Landry. Harold Landry can come in and be a factor just like Jamie Collins was. Just like Jones was. I think that's just a player that they would like that's going to come in and work hard. And Eagles, like I told you, I try not to be biased about it. But I had to give them another weapon because they lost Torrey Smith. And Alshon Jeffrey can't do it all. They lost Trey Burton. And they need more weapons to go with Carson Wentz. So I got to go with James Washington, a speedy wide receiver, a talented wide receiver who can go downfield like a Deshaun Jackson that they used to have, kind of bring that type of player back, and boom, there you go. They go to offense, they offer running, and ain't no telling what the Eagles can do again because look what they have done to the defense. So boom, that's James Washington. So yeah, guys, get in the comment box. Tell me what you think about it. Tell me who you think who should draft, and how do you feel about my draft board, my draft rankings? Subscribe, man. Hit the comment box. Thank y'all. Have a good day. And I will be posting second round later.